active comments, live comments. So I broke the comments. Yeah. That's great. I was all getting into commenting and talking, and it broke the live. So, hopefully I'm not trampling anybody else's live, but maybe nobody's just here today. But, yeah. Well, if someone comes in with chat. Yeah. I got other things I can do, but I just want to come in, show a live, hang out, but nobody ever comes in here anymore. A couple people do, but oh man, just talk about anything you want. Fishing, hunting, trapping, life. Rest in peace, Dredger 9mm. That was one of my followers. Someone subscribed to me and helped me out. That's sad. Always so supportive. Wait for the comments here. See if anybody's commenting or anything. Hide all chat. Some messages. Live chat. Put this around. Back. Interact. Maybe give myself a thumbs up. I don't know if I do that. Nope. Just knock the camera over. So. Not much, Judith and Dan. How are you guys? Did you guys hear about Dredger 9mm? I don't know if you guys followed him, but he passed away. He left behind kids and a wife. I was gonna say I'm interested in a Newcastle lure, or I'm just interested in like 3 individual sacks, cast sacks. I want to try to make some lure, but if I use the same caster from this spot that I catch them in, and try to catch the beaver in that spot, it's not as good. Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. Yeah, I think he was battling some demons and he couldn't handle it anymore, but he left behind a couple kids and a wife. So, yeah, it's terrible. Yep, saw Iowa Trapper shared it on Facebook. It was a couple weeks ago. It's sad, man. He was always in there to help and support us and, interact. He's a good dude, too. Loved fishing, trapping. Yeah, pretty resourceful guy. Pretty sad. Ours is Southern Cast with strong smell stuff. Well, that's the stronger the better, right? I like whatever cast they put in the lures. Like our caster is decently strong, but I mean it's not so powerful, it's super strong. But yeah, if you are selling a couple sacks, I'll buy them in a couple weeks if you're interested. I use them. That's fine. Whatever you use works. I just use mint because there's a recipe that we got off Trapman. My mentor got off Trapman years ago, and man, whatever's in there, there's like plant stuff, there was food stuff in there, there was like beaver cast, and man, that thing just slaughtered. But I remember it had a mint smell to it, and that's all I remember. Tried to ask him where he got it, but he found it on Trapman, and he cannot find it anymore. I tried to look him. Mint gets too many raccoons. Yeah, and muskrat and nutria. But yeah. We don't have down there you probably have a crap ton more raccoons than we do. We really don't have a lot up here. So I don't have to worry about that too much. Mint definitely gets raccoons. Mint is like a universal attractor along with caster. So that's definitely something. Yeah, but I'm interested in like a couple of your caster sacks, maybe 3. If you're willing to sell them or send them to me or buy some lure or something. But I was going to try to make some of my own caster. I just don't want to use the same stuff from the same creek and make it and then have to put it in there, catch them there. But what I was thinking, if I have to do that, there's some powdered dried caster I can mix in there, try to add a different smell. But yeah, I like the northern caster and the southern caster, different smells, because sometimes I'll put one lure out, then I'll put another one out. Some like a different animal came by, a different beaver. to get them mad. But yeah. Billingsley mentioned I sent in my caster that he'll send me lures, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that because I want to kind of experiment with a caster. But yeah, make sure I'm seeing the comments right. Yeah, Mint gets way too many raccoons. Yeah, Mint does. Yeah. Luckily, we don't have to deal with too many raccoons here. We don't have a huge. We have more of a population of possum than we do raccoons. I think the population of predators like possum, nutria, or possum, raccoons, and skunks. I would say it goes possum the most, which they used to not be here. They're invasive. Then it goes raccoons. Then it goes skunks. That's, I think, the pattern. Depending on where you're at, though, it could go possum, skunks, raccoon. We really don't have a ton of raccoon around here. So I'm not mad about it. I like to catch them, but it's not that big of a problem around here. Yeah. I've heard that too. I saw some videos. I made some lure before. I just, haven't, done it in a while. And the one blender I had got thrown away by family, so I've got to get another blender or a food processor for that. So I got plans for it though. I will say one of the ingredients is peppermint schnapps though, and I actually found some available, so I'm gonna buy that. Maybe some peppermint or spearmint oil. Maybe some mascaro in there. I've heard it's pretty good. Maybe some clove or cinnamon, depending on which one I want. Maybe not at all. Then maybe some poplar oil, and maybe some cedar oil. But I'm really not sure I'm going to do cedar because we don't really have a lot of cedars around here. But definitely the poplar oil. Yeah. Then the glycerin, and then a little bit of sodium benzoate, the stuff that's anti-mold stuff, just a little bit. And then some castor beaver sac oil. I'm going to put in there that I can get from the Wildlife Control Services. Put that in there. Then I think that's going to make up the lure, and then glycerin, and mix it all up. Use natural ingredients, preservatives. Nice. Yeah, I'm not. You mean natural like the poplar stuff, like natural like that? You're talking. You don't use like cinnamon and clove, right? Or cinnamon. Well, I guess that is natural, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm hesitant to put the cinnamon there. I know one of my favorite trappers uses cinnamon, Dunlap. I know it's in there because I can smell it. He won't admit it. But then the clove I've heard is pretty good, but I don't know if I want to mess with that too much. That's kind of the gist of it. Sac oil, mint, maybe a little mascaro, beaver castor, glycerin. Maybe there's another thing I was going to put in there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And maybe a little bit of honey essence, and maybe if not honey, maybe a little vanilla oil, if that makes sense. Some stuff like that. Try to get a different smell. Maybe one with honey essence with the same mixture, one vanilla essence, and one that's like heavy spearmint. I don't bunk it up on these results. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm putting too many in there, but I think just a mint, a castor, a sac oil, and like maybe a honey, maybe a vanilla, and maybe like an anise, something like that. Something just with. I think I'd make it 3 16-ounce jars and mixing 3 different things up. But I wasn't gonna go super complicated. And then obviously the peppermint schnapps, which is I think one of the key ingredients that I read on that particular lure. Just a cap full of it, not much. But man, whatever. I think that's the only combination that I really found on Trapman. But man, whatever it was that we made back in like 2013, and this lure I found in like 2007 was posted to Trapman. It killed everything. When the beaver came by, it was done. Smash cast them out. It was incredible. And we're using leg holds, and man, if you put it there, next day there'd be a beaver there. And pretty much every time we check, there's at least one beaver. And we've got at least 4 sets. Out of the 4 sets, we'd always pull one. And a lot of times we'd pull 2 of the 4. And they just hammered it. Can't find the recipe. Don't know what was in it. But and he gave away a bunch. My mentor, and he was like, "Gosh, I shouldn't have given all that away," but it was incredible. Live chat, yes, that way it pops up. When you get castor mound, what do you smell? I keep it natural. For me, I just smell castor, man. It's the castory. That's what I smell, the castor. Like, it's simple castor. It's hard to explain. I also make castor, a little bit of vanilla. I would say is in there. Smell like castor. Smell a little bit of vanilla. That's about it. It's hard to explain. Like a little vanilla castor. That's like how to explain it. Hey, puppers. That's like what we smell up here. It's not. It's a pleasant smell. It's not a overpowering, repulsive smell. It's pleasant for me. I really, really like the smell of castor. I really do. Yeah. No, no. It's just hard, like if my mentor kept everything natural, I'd go natural, right? I'm not saying it doesn't work. It probably works better, honestly, because just plain glycerin and castor, you can't beat it. But since that distinctive smell in my mind from when I was 10 years ago, when I was young and learning, I could smell it. I could still sense, and I still remember the smell. There's something about it, man. Nostalgia, I think it is. I think it's just nostalgia. Ours is 5 times stronger than North smell. Now, see, that is incredible. Ours aren't that strong. Ours aren't that strong. But I would say they're decently strong. I know the Castor Blaster, if you still have some of that, I smell that. That doesn't really smell castory to me. It smells light, a little bit of castor, real light castor, maybe some mint, but ours is probably 5 times stronger than the Castor Blaster smell of castor, if that makes sense. So maybe yours is similar to ours. Like, those don't smell like they have a ton of castor to me in them, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's just like northern castor that you smell. But yeah, ours, it has enough smell to it that you touch it, smell your hands, and it's on there. But it's not overpowering. It's definitely enough for you to know that you got castor in the garage. I put one out there, I walk around the garage, and I smell it. Yeah, see, I tried Castor Blaster, got one, and it doesn't have a lot of strong smell to it. Tail Slapper, too, doesn't have a lot of strong smell to it. Although I will admit, from my research, there are times you want a strong smell one. There's times where you don't want it for the Shy Bee because it can spook them. Too powerful, can overpower their nose, too. So that's something, too, where, like, in that sense, I wouldn't want a mint castor because mint's a strong smell. I want something more subtle. Maybe a poplar oil, maybe a little bit of sack oil, maybe like a peppermint and maybe a spearmint, different layers of mint, light, like a drop or two. There's real base layers. There's a little undertone, maybe a little bit of vanilla, and that's it. No castor, but probably more like a little squirt of vanilla, maybe that much, or the little vial of mint. Maybe a little less of peppermint because that's strong. Yeah, and then sack oil, something like that. Maybe a little bit of poplar oil, more poplar oil than all that. So it has like a food smell, but it has something under there. So it's like a mint, light mint, or medium mint, light mint, and then like you have the sack oil and the you have the what is it? The vanilla too. With vanilla hopefully being and sack oil being the top smell in there. Because vanilla, I don't feel like is overpowering, over the top, piercing, gonna blow their nose out with smell, if that makes sense. Like blow nose out, like overpowering. That's just my opinion. But I did read, one guy mentioned honey essence. So that's, you could go honey, vanilla, sack oil, and that's it. With the predominant being vanilla. And maybe a little bit of honey. Maybe a little poplar oil or cedar oil. That's another combination that could work. In my opinion. But I'm still trying to figure stuff out. I probably never sell lure because I've had lure companies and business people help me, send me stuff. to try, and I'm not looking to undercut their business, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be like, oh, here's what I did. Here's my lure. It's better than everybody else. No, I don't even want to compete with it because I don't want to be that guy that says they help me out and then I'm turning around and not helping them out. That makes sense. That's why I promote. This is the lure I'm using today. This is, this is a shirt like Dunlap. He helps me out a lot. Sarah Gomez helps me a lot. Shoe Traps. So I want to promote them a lot, just because they help me out. Trap Shed Supply sent me a big box of stuff. Help me out, So I always want to make sure I put out there that these are the people that help me. I made a video with Cast Blast. You mentioned it, the mint lure, and I made a video on it. Said Judith and Dan suggested this. It's in the title. Mention you guys. When I'm up trapping and you guys upload, I'm like, Judith and Dan just upload. Go check them out. Stuff like that. I want to support the people that support me. That's where I find the most value. The people that support me, I support them. It says 0 views. Did something happen? They're still here? Yeah, I'm still here. 0 views, 0 likes. Anybody here? Did I lose everybody? I'm still live, I think. Yeah. Mike's not muted. No. Should be good. Did everybody go? Let's go back. Hold on a second. Let's see something here. Julie and Dan are moderators. Good. Go back. They're moderators. Good. Anybody else in here? No. Good. All right. They're moderators. That's good. I don't know if you guys are still in here. It seemed like I went on a tangent. They all left. Great. Not what I wanted. I'm sorry. Yeah, I uploaded a check today. It's I put lure up by the high chop. They have to come down from there's really not a spot for them to come down besides in the ditches of the farm fields where they go down. The feeder creek's down below, so actually the last trap I checked has the best chance of catching the beaver because it's the first one that's by the feeder creek. So if they get past that one, they go up 4 or 5 traps, then they go up to the top traps. So when I first put it in this year, I usually go a week without lure and then put the lure in up the top and try to get them to live up there to come in. Yeah. So that's what I do. Oh, my ribs, man. But when you guys show up, comment, because my viewer shows 0 people, so I don't know what happened. Appreciate you guys tuning in who have been here and who are here. Appreciate it. So, Judith and Dan, if you come back, I was going to ask, what do you mean by natural? But I didn't want to get into what you're putting in there. I don't want to know your secrets. What do you mean by natural? These mean like castor base is natural. Is that what you meant, Judith and Dan? I don't want to ask without like stumbling over like the ingredients. But do you mean like natural, like wood, like beaver chewings or whatever? Glycerin, castor, natural stuff. Is that what you mean by natural? Because I'm having a hard time understanding what you mean by natural besides like castor and stuff like that. So let me know what you mean by that. Because I don't want to like overstep too. I don't want to be like, hey, tell me all your secrets. Like, I don't want to know your secrets. Secrets between trappers, keep your secrets, right? I just don't want to know all the details. I just want to know what you mean by natural. Like, found in the beaver swamp, or do you mean like out of the beaver? Stuff like that. There's 2 viewers, so I'm assuming they came back. I don't know. It showed no viewers for a while. I was like, I don't know what happened. There's 2 now. So introduce yourself if you're new. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Talk, say something. Just whatever. If it's the same people, just keep interacting with me. But I was talking about how, like, on my videos, the first trap I walk up to, or even the second trap, depending on where I start, up high is just like farm fields, right? The feeder creek's way down below the last trap I check. So when I come in, when I put it in the first set of the year, I want to catch the ones up above with the round body grips, stuff like that. So I put the lure there. The ones that come up below are a feeder creek that go over an area. There's a huge flat down there where there's a bunch of beaver houses that are up above the feeder creek. You go over the bank on the feeder creek. There's a bunch of houses up there, and they go up above, and that's where they start hitting the traps. So there's an endless feeder creek. This feeder creek goes a long ways, all the way out to another huge like river and down to even like the Columbia River. So way after you go miles and miles and miles, it goes to the Columbia River, right? They go far enough. There's an endless pit, really. There is, but they have to go up through a bunch of creeks. That makes sense. Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on there. That my sets. The place I'm trapping is 5 minutes from the house. I don't want to go too far. It's literally down the road, hang a right, follow the road for half mile, and cut off the road, and you're at the spot. Like, it's not far. But that's because gas is expensive. Our other spot is way, like 2 hours away. So, it's up in the mountains. What do you guys want to talk about? Fishing, trapping, hunting, whatever. My dad and brother are fishing right now on the coast. Checked traps this morning, I uploaded. One viewer. If you're somebody else, say hi, or I want to know who you are, so I kind of get an idea of who I'm talking to, so I can talk to you. Hey, Corey. I figured it was either you or somebody else, but what's up, Corey? So my dad and brother are fishing the jetty right now in Tillamook. Don't have any reports, but fishing, the ocean's pretty calm, from what I understand from they told me. It's windy here, but gusty. I don't know how bad it is over there. They're still there. They've been there a while. So fishing might be all right. If I figure it out, I'll come back live eventually, let you guys know, but I'm sticking around for a while. I don't have anything to do. I uploaded this morning, trap check, and didn't get anything, but there's still the video there, trap checking, just taking it along for the ride. If I posted a video every time I caught something, that's not realistic trapping, right? Half the time you catch, half the time you don't. You've got the experience of going along and coming along with me. Let's check traps. You don't always kill everything. You sometimes strike out. Yeah, I know. I mentioned that. I saw that, or I didn't mention it, but I saw it. Yeah, beaver prices are up. It's looking decent this year compared to what it was. Let me know if you're interested. In sell me a couple caster. Email me at anthonyrubio@outdoors@gmail.com, and we can work something out. We can work something out where I'll pay you or whatever you want. But yeah, I'm interested in getting a couple casters. I figured I'd ask you because I mean, you're a friend, right? And most of my other friends that are online are like business lure makers, so they're like Matt, big time, like Dunlap, Nick Ernie, stuff like that. I don't think they're going to send me anything, right? They're not going to send me the caster. Even if I were to buy some, they need all the supplies they can get. There's a light wind on the there's a light wind on the coast. Yeah, it is a slight wind here, a little breeze, like the flag out there's blowing a little bit here and there. That will work for us, jar of lure. We'll work something out. Yeah, for sure. Email me. Let me know. For sure, let me know. Yeah, Corey, it's all of a sudden now the flag's just like this. It's holding there's just a little breeze, and it blows a little, so like now it's just slowly standing up. Now it's like stiff, but it's not waving. Now it's starting to wave. Yeah, there's a little breeze here. Maybe all right. I'm okay with that. That's exciting. Heck yeah, I'm game. I'm interested in that for sure. Yeah. That's exciting. Your lure hammers them. I think you got some magic in there somewhere. Maybe the magic is just putting love into your lures. I don't know, but there's some magic there for sure. Yeah, that'll be fun for sure. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. I don't think you have any testers in Oregon, do you? I mean, Oregon is the beaver state, right? So now I'm getting a call from Dad from the coast. So they're probably catching fish. Exactly. Made by a trapper, not a salesman. That's right. That's right. It's made by trappers for trappers, not made by trappers for sale, or made by salesmen for trappers. You could make your lure look so fancy and pretty, right? And you sell it to people. Like with fishing, right? You find a lure, oh, that looks so good. You may never catch a fish on it, but it caught your eye and you bought it. They got your money, right? Beaver lures like yours is made by trappers. It works from the get-go, right? And it works for everybody else. Salesmen sell what looks pretty, right? They don't sell, salesmen sell what looks pretty, dude. They catch your attention, they want it, right? Mom, call Dad. He's calling me. He's blowing me up. So yeah, salesmen sell what looks pretty, or what catches their attention, right? They're salesmen. They're not, you know. Yeah, he's blowing me up. Call him. He's like, call me, please. So there must be something going on. Yeah, must have caught a bobcat, or I don't know, something. They caught fish or something. I don't know, something's going on. But yeah, you're not a salesman. You're a trapper, and trappers are great, right? There's like fishermen making their own soft plastics based the same principle made by fishermen. That's right. You make what Phil stretches. Exactly. And, you know, being a small lure maker like you are, you don't cut corners. There's a lot of big names out there like, oh, I'm going to cut back a little bit so I can save a little money here and there. You're not cutting corners. You're putting in what works. You're not going to like take something out because it's too expensive or this or that. You're not cutting corners. And that's what makes a good lure. There's some lure manufacturers out there, I'm like, they're like, people like I trust. Dunlap, O'Gorman's, She Traps. There's a few others out there that I've tried. I feel like they don't cut corners. They aren't going to ruin, you know, part of the phrase, screw you over, right? Because when you watch the videos on Facebook, they're using their stuff. They're actually using it. They pack the bag and use it. They're catching with what they bring, right? They're not saying, oh, I'm going to use this and catch on something else, right? They're honest and catch on their products. It works. So there's proof right there that they work, right? There's some others like all you see is them what worked in the past, or what you see. Oh, let me show you this because this is what's out there, right? It doesn't mean it works everywhere. Lure I will sell is the same lure I use. Exactly. That's right. And that's what like the couple I mentioned do. They literally, I saw them open the jar, throw it in, and went back, and there's a beaver there, right? You're watching them grab it, boom, right into the creek or on the bank. Next day they came back, there's a beaver there. They're using their products. They're not just selling you something that they say works, because it actually works. You have visual proof it works. So yeah, you're the best type of lure maker because it actually works. And like Corey said, it's like fishermen making a lure and saying, oh, this works because it looks pretty. But have you caught on it? Like I could go get a bunch of plastic, pour up a lure and be like, this is what I'm catching all my fish on, right? You gotta buy it, hype it up. People buy it and it doesn't catch fish. Exactly. You have lots of videos proving I watch your videos and you use it. That's right. And I'm just rambling on, but basically yours works and there's video proof. So that's people like that, I'm sold. Yeah, it's just like fishermen making fishing lures, the same principle as trappers making scent lures. Yeah, exactly, right? There's talk in the talk, and there's walking the walk. You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I have 4 views in here. Hello to the 4 views. Say hello. I got two guys talking here. Some of you guys are just viewing in. Say hello. Interact. I don't bite. Beavers and fish might bite, but I don't bite. Okay, that's kind of corny. Yeah, just say hello. I'm friendly. I'm a people pleaser. Apparently at my job, they say, with my review, they say, you bring a lot of positive energy. So, nothing wrong with that, right? Yeah, so, yeah. So, definitely, what do you mean by, like, natural? Do you mean, like, because, like, all the oils are natural, but do you mean, like, it's hard? I don't want to, like, if it's too much, if I'm, like, if you say, I'm trying to figure it out without saying, like, if you don't tell me what's in it, right? Do you mean natural, like natural found in the beaver ponds, or are you talking more like natural ingredients? Let me see what's going on here real quick. I'm still live. Just bear with me for a second. I'm still here. Answer the phone. I can't right now. All right, we're good. Did you call Dad? No. Please call him. He's blowing me up. He says, please answer the phone. Okay. Yeah, because he's like, he called me twice. He immediately texted me, please answer the phone. So, yeah, can't say much. 100% natural smells with beaver. Okay, that makes sense. I don't want, like, see, that's why I'm so careful about like, how I tread, because I don't want the secrets, right? But 100% natural, what's found in the pond makes sense. Like, there's a few ingredients out there that I've read up on, like, would make sense. That makes sense. I'm just not going to go into them because I don't want to, like, if they are in there, I don't want to be like, this is what, smells like this. This is what smells like that. And then people are like, oh, that's what he put in. Like, no. Not trying to spoil it. That's, in your castor stuff down there, I like strong smelling castor. I really do. I'm excited. That's exciting because, yeah. I watch videos, I'm like, dang, that stuff just smashes them. So have you been, so I saw your video in the first shed. Have you been out chopping, or did your season end? So borax on the feet of the mink and turn them inside out. That's what my dad's saying. We got a roadkill mink. Our castor smells like, okay, so yeah, our castor's not that strong. Our castor's not nearly that strong. For sure, it's definitely not that strong. So like hellfire, yeah, and ours aren't like that. Sometimes making the same plastic baits. Sometimes making the same plastic baits. Sometimes making the same plastic baits, but you're putting your own twist into it will probably catch more fish. Exactly. Let's say I buy a black and blue plastic, and I throw in some purple flake and make it like a blueberry black, right? That extra flake has a different flash in the water. That can make all the difference in the world for bass. Like, it really could. Our season's still going, just putting up 3.5 freezers of fur. Holy cow. Yeah, I could only dream about catching that much here. But we only put out 6 traps. Like, we aren't putting a ton out. So, if I want to spend all day, like, take a couple months off and just, like, hammer them and ask all the properties around here. There's a lot of property around here. It's just a matter of getting there and doing it. 40 beaver this week? Holy cow. Jeez. A lot of beaver. It's a lot of beaver. It's crazy. They are inside out now. He's just blowing me up, telling me to put borax on the feet, turn them inside out. I don't want to end this because we're interacting. If you're the Dan, email me at Anthony Rubio. Basically the name on there, but yeah, Anthony Rubio Outdoors at gmail.com. We can talk further on there. I gotta go do this stuff, and I'll probably come back live. They're gonna keep hounding me to do it because they decided to go fishing. But another update. All right, I'm gonna go. Let me know. See you, Drew and Dan. I'll probably come back in a little bit, or maybe tomorrow. All right, thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys. Thanks, Drew and Dan.